All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai. Those are the true Ba'Shem Rakar Kodash. Those are the true names of the world calls God and Jesus Christ. The true names are Yahweh and Yahushai. I want to say double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful elect. This lesson is going to be going into being clean spiritually and how you go about that, man, because I have an account in the book of 2 Kings where the man was cleansed after he took heed to the word, and that's what we got to do. That's how we have to be. That's how we be cleansed as well. So, without any further ado, I'm just going to get into this. It says, 2 Kings 5:1, it says, Now Naaman, captain of the host of the king of Syria, was a great man with his master, and honorable, because by him Yahweh had given deliverance unto Syria. He was also a mighty man in valor, but he was a leper. The Syrians had gone out by companies and had brought away captive out of the land of Israel a little maid, and she waited on Naaman's wife. And she said unto her mistress, With the Most High, my Lord, war with the prophet that is in Samaria, he would recover him of his leprosy. And one went in and told his Lord, saying, Thus and thus said the maid that is of the land of Israel. And the king of Syria said, Go to go, and I will send a letter unto the king of Israel. And he departed, and took with him 10 talents of silver, 600 pieces of gold, and 10 changes of raiment. And he brought the letter of the king of Israel, saying, Now when this letter is come unto thee, behold, I have therewith sent Naaman my servant to thee, and thou mayest recover him of his leprosy. So Naaman was sent to the prophet Elisha to recover from his leprosy, that white skin, that lack of pigment. It says, And it came to pass, when the king of Israel had read the letter, he rent his clothes and said, Am I the Most High, to kill and make alive this man that sent me unto me to recover a man of his leprosy? Wherefore consider, I pray you, and see how he seeketh a quarrel against me. Because he was like, hey man, I can't do these things, man, and if I don't do these things, and I'm unable to do these things, man, he's just gonna find an excuse to sit here and buck up against us. It says, and it was so, when Elisha, the man of the Most High, had heard the king of Israel had rent his clothes, that he sent to the king, saying, Wherefore hast thou rent thy clothes? Let him come now to me, and he shall know that there is a prophet in Israel. It says, So not a man came with his horse and with his chariot, and stood at the door of the house of Elisha. And Elisha sent a messenger unto him, saying, Go and wash in Jordan 7 times, and thy flesh shall come again to thee, and thou shalt be clean. So go and wash, man, in Jordan 7 times, man. That 7 is a number of completion. And we're spiritually commanded to be washed as well, man. Now this is Ephesians 5:26. It's Ephesians 5:26. It says that he might sanctify and cleanse it by the washing of I'm gonna get this first. I'm gonna get Psalms 119. Psalms 119 and 9. Wherewithal shall the young man cleanse his way? by taking heed thereto according to thy word. So that's how you cleanse your way, man. And Ephesians 5:26 says that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, man. So this is how you cleanse your way, by taking heed to the word. This is the true cleansing, man. Now, this is going to be back in 2 Kings 5 and 25 and 5 and 11. It says, but now a man was wroth. So he was angry, man, because now man, he was a heathen. It says, but now a man was wroth and went away and said, behold, I thought he will surely come out to me and stand and call on the name of Yahweh his power, and strike his hand over the place and recover the leper. You know, so he thought, you know, the man of the Lord was going to come out and do some crazy miraculous thing, calling on the Lord, and chariots would come out of the sky, and he would speak in the Hebrew, and things would be changed for him, and all this glorious stuff would happen for him to receive the cleansing, man, to receive that fullness again. But no, man, the Lord, and it's the spiritual, man, because for us as well, man, in the world, people think the prophets are just doing these the true prophets would be floating in the lotus position, and you know, saying things and speaking things in existence right off the back. No, man. You know, the biggest thing we do is we preach the word, man, and us preaching the word, that does everything for the truth. And that's the same situation here, man. It's not this thing isn't about frills and all that stuff, man. This thing is about doing this thing, truth and sincerity, and taking heed into the word. And it says, verse 12, it says, are not, it says, verse 11, it says, but now a man was wroth and went away and said, behold, I thought he will surely come out and stand and call on the name of Yahweh his power, and strike his hand over the place and recover the leper. Are not Abana and Farah rivers of Damascus better than all the waters of Israel? You know, and that's spiritual, man, because this water is the word, you know, so that are not the rivers of you know, Farah and it said Abana and Farah rivers of Damascus better than the waters of Israel. And that's no, they're not, man, because we have the truth. This water is the word, man, and this water is the truth, man. This is living water. Now it says, may I not wash in them and be clean? So he turned and went away in a rage, man. So he's pissed off, man, because he didn't get what he thought it should have been. No, this you know, the Lord requests us to do simple things, man. It says his yoke is easy, meaning, you know, it's not hard to do this work. It's not. You just have to keep going in this thing, man. And the Lord will answer your prayers and you know, give you your petitions, man. And it says verse 13, and his servant came and spake unto him and said, my father, if the prophet had bid thee to do some great thing, wouldest thou not have done it? How much rather then when he said to thee, wash and be clean? You know, we're telling you simple things, man. Come back to the Lord. Amend your ways. You know, this is James 4 and 8. It says, draw near to the Most High, and he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, ye double mind. Be afflicted and mourn and weep. Let your laughter be turned into mourning and your joy into heaviness. Humble yourselves in the sight of Yahweh, and he shall lift you up. You know, what we're telling you to do is something small, man. turn to the Lord. It's simple as that. Turn to the Lord. Cleanse your evil ways. Don't do those wicked things that you were doing, and don't have your mind, sullied by this existence, man. Come back to how the Lord said to act, man, and be and conduct yourself to that way as best as you can. Now, it says, verse 14, then went he down, verse 13, and his servant came near and spake unto him and said, my father, if the prophet had bid thee to do some great thing, wouldest thou not have done it? How much rather then when he said to thee, wash and be clean? Then went he down and dipped himself 7 times in Jordan, according to the saying of the man of the Most High. And his flesh came again like unto the flesh of a little child, and he was clean. So he was in far better state than he was before, man. This man was, probably middle age, 30s or something like that, man, and his flesh was like a newborn babe's again, man. Now, it says, and he returned to the man of the Most High, he and all his company, and came and stood before him, and said, behold, now I know that there is no power in all the earth but in Israel. Now therefore I pray thee, take a blessing of thy servant, man. And where the men that's in this truth, we know that there's no other power than that which is in Israel, man. But this is spiritual, man, because we were those unclean, this man was a heathen, and at one point we were a heathen as well, man. It said, know you not that you were heathen, carried to and fro with every wind of doctrine, or it says, in time past you were a heathen, carried away with these dumb idols, man. So at one time we were heathens, but when we were cleansed, meaning when we took heed to the word, we were cleansed, and we were better off for it, man. And we were brought back, and we were the people of the Most High again. We were clean. Now, this is Matthew's 10. And 8, it says, Matthew 10 and 5, it says, these 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles and the heathen, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are the children of Israel, with the confusion of face out there, because not every Israelite's going to look like John Shaft, Cesar Chavez, or Tonto, man. It's not going to happen. Some Israelites are going to look like the other nations, man. That's just a fact, because we've been scattered everywhere, but their line goes back to Israel. Verse 8, heal the sick, cleanse the leper, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely ye give. And how do you do all these things, man? Through the word, man. This is how you cleanse the leper. This is how this is all spiritual, though, man. What we're doing right now is spiritual, and soon we'll be able to do this on a physical level. We'll be able to cleanse somebody that has leprosy. We'll be able to heal somebody that's sick. We'll be able to raise the dead and cast out devils, and you'll see it happen. Freely we have received, freely we give, man. So when you got this word and you understood this word, it was given to you for free. It wasn't given to you for price. So you go out there and you push it out there the same, man. Now, this is going to be the last scripture I pull up. This is Revelations 19. And I'll start at 6. And I heard, as it were, the voice of a great multitude, as the voice of many waters, and the voice of a mighty thundering, saying, Alleluia. For Yahweh, power, omnipotent, reigneth. Let us be glad and rejoice, give honor to him. For the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath he made herself ready. And who's the wife of the Lord, man? It says, the scriptures tell you the Lord is likened Israel to a comely woman. So Israel is that wife. The scriptures tell you, build you to the marriage, man. So Israel's always been that wife, man. Now it says, verse 8, and to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, white and clean, clean and white. For fine linen is the righteousness of the saints, man. So you taking heed to this word and you amending your ways, that's going to be your righteousness. That's going to be how you're cleansed. And that was the, the purpose of bringing out that account in the book of 2 Kings, man. But Lord willing, this is edifying. Lord willing, brothers got edified out of this, and you take heed to this lesson, man. And brothers that are trying to, find this truth, the elect brothers that are out there, they're just going to get this word and they're going to stand it as well, man. But I want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the hopeful elect, and call halal Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Rakakadash.